you won't have when you do a speed test. That's just you're going to have good connectivity for that moment. But if you're having intermittent connectivity, then you may not have any problem with your test, but you're still having other issues. So that means your internet may be fine, but it may be your router. Like you said, you just need to reboot your router versus having to reboot the whole modem and everything else, right?
Well, good morning, everybody. It's a good-looking mug, Rob.
Oh, look at that. We're awake. We're on. We're live. Yes, suddenly this morning, my coffee tastes fresher because I'm a member of the Link Squad. I gotta look. I haven't seen an LOC mug yet.
It's on the merch store.
I'll have to go get one.
I've got a nice Chip Getler mug that I keep right here.
Oh, sure. I got one of those, and
it's green.
My Link Squad and my.
I keep Baby Yoda in it.
I only have a controversial mug now. It was a good mug. Now it's a controversial mug.
That's right. That's all right. Tomorrow tomorrow I'll be sure to drink out of the Only Slabs mug.
Good morning, Spidey. How are you?
Yeah, I'm getting there slowly.
Feeling controversial, are you?
Oh no, I'm still recovering from this crap that I had last week. So that's why I was. I did absolutely no content last week. I was in bed for the whole week. I only went out pretty much on Sunday when I was half feeling better.
So did you get the vid from old Lee coming down?
Yeah, I've seen all the bits and pieces and stuff like that Simon and Lee has been posting. So
no, what he was asking is if you got the yucky virus,
COVID. We couldn't.
No,
we just called it the vid.
Yeah. No. Why did he get it? Did he? I don't.
I think I heard. I thought I was reading that Lee got it, but
Lee got it from Spidey, probably.
I didn't. I
think you just get 5 people together and automatically somebody gets it, or monkeypox, one or the other.
One of the two. One of the two.
Yeah, I've been hearing the monkeypox thing is becoming a little bit of a issue over there.
No.
Well, the government has declared it a medical emergency or some sort of emergency, but 6,000 people out of less than 7,000 people in America. We might have a handful more than that around, but I don't know. It could be. It's one of those things where I guess it's growing at a rate where if it's not contained, it could
become another COVID.
It could become an issue, right?
Yeah. Yeah, and that's all we hear on the news is that monkeypox has hit America and it could be an issue and blah blah blah.
Yeah,
blah.
well, it's not like COVID, right? COVID, you get it just from being in the same room as somebody and breathing, right? Monkeypox is not airborne transmissible. It's transmissible.
Monkeypox is not a problem. Yeah, I was about to say, you have look at how you get monkeypox.
You have to be in physical contact with it with
a monkey.
No, you have to be
most
physical contact. Not in, but in physical contact. You have to
most cases,
another person or another person has to enter you.
That's not entirely true. It's the most common
body fluids.
It's the most common method, but it's prolonged physical contact.
There it is.
As well, but
Spidey, while I'm not in danger of monkeypox, you could be. I don't know your personal life.
Again, that is the common transmissible way to current right now. And that's why it's disproportionately affecting gay men. However, it is not the only way to spread it. And that's why it's important for them to try to contain it is before it.
And to not share your drinks with other people. Swapping of body fluid. It can be scratches and stuff like that as well, too. So it's not just that one, but I don't think
it's saliva and blood, and it's basically a fluid transfer type sort of thing.
Yeah, like you said, it's not airborne.
Prolonged physical contact with somebody who is possible.
Good morning, Scott. How are you today? G'day.
Just certain ways
G'day, mate.
are more likely
That
than
wasn't
others.
bad.
Thank you. Thank you. I've actually been practicing. That's why we were a couple minutes late this morning starting. I was practicing my g'day.
Guy, Bruce.
You'd be happy to know, Rob, that your boxes, at least Beck has actually done her professional job on boxing it up for you. So at least that part's done. Now it's just
Did you
time.
pay her?
No, she enjoys it because I'll try and do it. She's like, no, I'll do it. She's one of those sort of take charge.
Spidey will pay her.
What's good? Good morning, John. How are you doing today?
Yeah, so we're gonna attempt to at least go to the post office and that hopefully on Saturday if we can find one that's open and start getting pricing and stuff. And
phenomenal.
So
I want to fire up a pot of coffee real quick.
All right, we'll just talk amongst ourselves.
Yeah, or because Beck said to me, she goes, "You got to send out those bloody the 2 prize winnings from my 300 subscriber giveaway that was like what a month and a half, 2 months ago."
Oh yeah. So yeah, those will be. Yeah, we'll see. I'm interested to see. It's like if somebody was. I was talking to somebody about it, and they're asking like, "What's it cost?" So why do I know what it cost me to ship to him? I said, the problem is, it's not necessarily the same when you go back and forth. So
we did a quick estimate online. We tried to find one that went through like a FedEx or a DHL or a UPS or one of those ones that I feel a bit more, secure with. But I wasn't going to say, "Hey, Rob, can you send me 200 and something odd dollars or whatever to send a thing?" I was like, "Nah, that ain't gonna happen." So let's do a little bit more research.
Yeah, it all depends on what you have. Because like for me, the disc. I know that the list price for me sending you the box, because I sent it to you UPS.
Yeah.
I know that the list price was over $200.
Yeah.
That's not what I paid.
No, that's right.
Because I had, because whatever the discount software I was using, it has a really good rate on some of those things. So it knocked down even like just the normal post office domestically. I ship a Gemini mailer instead of a flat rate envelope up here. The flat rate envelope, if I go to like the actual post office, it's almost $9. But when I ship it through the software, it's like $7.40. So you take, that, and that's like the lowest percentage stuff is like the priority mail that doesn't get a lot of discount. The rest, some of the regular mail.
You're still getting at least, by the sounds of it, like at least 20%. But then when you go into the parcel stuff, you're going up to like 50% sort of thing. So
yeah. So and UPS especially, I almost think like UPS, FedEx, some of them, their rate to their regular standard list rate, which is what the average Joe Blow pays walking into their ship store, whatever, is so stupid high. Just so that way they can turn around and give like they go to like as a business like UPS, you might get a 70% discount depending on 50 to 70% discount depending on the volume you're doing. So yeah, those are not necessarily going to be the cheapest. I don't mind it taking a little bit of time, for the post office, but it all depends. We'll see. I mean, obviously, I expect even the post office is probably going to be at least around $100. So,
yeah, I was if it's around 100, I'll be happy to send out all 3 of them at the same time and just get it sort of done and dusted. But if they start saying like $200 and something and I've got no other way to do it, I'll fly it over there myself.
Then you could pick up all your books that are here. Yeah, there's always the you've got all those other books too. If they're going to charge you like that much, like per package and stuff, just send them all to me, dude. I'll fucking redistribute. It's always just one package, and then I'll ship them. Just make sure I have the addresses and stuff, and I'll ship them out the rest of the way from here.
Yeah, I still haven't spoken to Todd about that. Like, there's a lot of stuff been going on at both ends.
Well, I'm talking about the ones that you got to ship out for your giveaways.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the ones that are still sitting in Vegas for.
Well,
me.
that one, that's a different ball of wax, right? Well, I'll still help you on that, but I'm talking about the ones that if you got 3 packet, two giveaways you got to send out.
Yeah, two separate giveaways and
Right.
your one. Yeah.
Right. So you figure that each one, even if the weight difference isn't that much, it's going to be each individual parcel going over there, right? Coming over here. So my guess is that let's say they're each $100. If you could. Yeah, it could be Mark coming from if
I'm just saying. I just thought about having 3 different ones. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
right.
Adds up so fast.
Yeah, versus 3 at $100 a piece versus 1 at 120. Fucking ship them to me, and then just give me the address and stuff, and I'll reship them because they only domestically here it'll cost me less than
$12.
Well, yeah, if it's are they slabs?
Slabs?
Yeah, both of them are slabs.
So yeah, the worst case scenario is medium flat rate.
Box.
Yeah, $14.10 for a medium flat rate box is what my rate is anywhere in the U.S.
Yeah.
So I might be able to cover my own shipping this way. See what I'm thinking here? Look at that.
Thinking outside the box.
That's why when my buddy Bart in Belgium, he gets all that stuff. I just repackage it.
Oh.
I can send it one thing to him for like $500 something. I mean, we wait a while. A lot of times it's only multiple boxes, but
right.
I could not even imagine what that would be in shipping. For all those individual items, and then the custom tax on top of the shipping as well when it gets there. That's crazy.
Yep.
With Australia, you don't have an option to do airmail, isn't it?
Yeah, well, that's one thing I don't want to do as airmail, because airmail is the cheapest and it may be the cheapest, but it's the less secure way of shipping, and I feel very uneasy sending it. Like, I don't mind sending it through Australia Post, but I don't want to send it airmail. I'd rather send it like some sort of thing that's got insurance and it's got this and it's got that, because obviously Rob's book's not a cheap one.
Why doesn't airmail have insurance?
Well, you have to pay for it. You can do it. You can pay for it, but it's not as. I just don't trust it as much as some of their better services, should I say?
So airmail doesn't just mean it went on a plane.
It's still, but airmail is the base. As the like you guys will have different tiers of shipping.
Well, I'm saying like over here, like go ahead, Rob.
I was say I want to say. So, Spidey, when you say airmail, is it a part of the postal service, or are you talking about going down like Qantas and shipping the package with Qantas via their parcel service?
No. It's through the post office. Airmail is like their base service, and then you've got like global, global, international. This
right, got it. Okay, I just want to make sure, because I know that here domestically, so you can also ship things on the airlines. They'll fill extra space in their bags. I used to have to get parcels from Seattle for my old job. They would say because they didn't do anything electronic, they would
over
physically
here, like
print out.
airmail is the expensive thing. You know what I mean? That's like the top of the line. Because you could go like ground freight or airmail. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of like you're picking.
They don't have a ground option from Australia.
Yeah, you don't have very many of those. It would be like air or subterranean, I guess. Like they
cargo ship.
Well, we used to have sea mail, but they got rid of that because too many claims of things getting lost.
Yeah, and it's just so damn slow.
That's what I meant by you can only do airmail, because when I was. I don't remember what I was shipping over there to Australia not long ago, but they said all you can do is fly it over there. They don't accept mail any other way.
What is interesting, though, you can ship to Hawaii via ground. I don't know how that works.
Well, I know.
Ground gets a little subjective there for a minute, doesn't it?
It gets a little damp.
Yeah.
There was a stage during COVID we couldn't get any freight from the US at all, because we were one of the countries that were you know, they wouldn't ship it to us or something because the flights weren't as regular and didn't have enough room and things like that. Unless you paid some
A lot.
absolutely stupid, money through either FedEx, DHL, or UPS because they were the only ones that have their own planes. That was the only way to get it over here.
Yeah. No, I just remember that was always like I used to work for, like I said, worked for a company that you didn't believe in electric computers, right? So the guy would every week in order to do inventory for the stores, because I was a regional manager, they would send green bar, freaking, the tractor feed green bar paper printouts of every SKU and every item that we had in the state's inventory. And they would they'd go to Seattle airport and stick it on an Alaska Airlines flight, and it would come down, and I'd have to drive up to the to the airport and go pick it up from the freight office. But it was, in theory, it was like $20 for them to ship this stack of paper, and you'd get it within a couple of hours versus, if you sent it via postal service, something, it'd be 2 to 3 days. So it was like it was a great way to actually be able to get some freight shipped cheap. It didn't go to your home. That person on the other end would have to go to the airport. But damn, because they just go, oh yeah, fill in any extra space with any cargo we can.
That's exactly the same method that my family uses to fly for free.
You stick the kids in the cargo?
No,
I just put a couple.
Standby,
yeah.
My dad's wife has worked for Delta for years, and here in Augusta we have the baggage claim hub.
Yeah,
it's pretty much a call center of sorts. So we don't. It's not actually at an airport or anything, but because she's a Delta employee, that's part of like what they do with their employees. Like there's ways that they can like use like little privileges and passes and stuff, but you can also just go fly standby for free. Like you just go to and like get a ticket and just hang out at the gate, and when there's a seat, whether it be first class, coach, whatever you want to call it, to make yourself feel better, economy or business, like we know what you mean.
Steerage.
We know.
Yeah, that's not as many of those standby seats around lately. A lot of oversold flights. I don't know why I'm working this early in the morning, because I'm on my work computer and I'm.
We always know because in the comments it'll have your full name instead of your alias.
I'll forget which computer I'm on, when I try to make a comment or something. Yeah, that's true. I didn't even think about that when I was typing in this morning.
It's morphine time.
That's right. It's always morphine time.
So did a new Harley Quinn drop yesterday?
Yes.
Was that today?
It was yesterday.
I have not watched it yet. Was it good?
It was okay.
Your voice went up like 2 octaves.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't bad. It furthered the story, but in of its own, it wasn't anything special. It had
the animated series.
It had a cliffhanger.
Dude, I love watching it in block, like just like
it's a little bit better that way.
Like shows like that are kind of that outrageous and they have that much nuanced humor between the characters. It really does work when you're able to spend more time in it. Like It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Like the individual episodes are hilarious, but if you're able to watch a few of them at a time and really like, I don't know, you get in the vibe better.
Yeah.
I've only seen the first season of Harley because that's all that's been out here.
Well, watching it on the soon to be unsubscribed from HBO Max.
Exactly. Which brings us to the thumbnail of today.
That's right.
Where do we go from here?
Unsubscribe.
It's gonna get a lot worse. You know what's funny is I got a junk mail, just ads that come in the mail. Come home from work yesterday, and I have like a HBO Max advertising in the mail. It's really through our local cable provider, Comcast.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, don't forget, with Comcast you get blah 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 blah. This advertising HBO Max on it. I appreciate that. Remy Q with the $2.99 super chat. Do not forget to hit that like button. It's the one that looks like this.
Opposed to the one that goes. like that.
Or like that. No, they mean the exact same thing. Pick either one you want. All good.
It's all part of the algorithm.
Exactly. Do
Apparently.
y'all think that they're going to do away completely with HBO Max?
Again, I think the real I think they're definitely going to consolidate their streaming services. As to which streaming service it goes under, or if it's all goes under a brand new name of Warner Brothers, whatever, all depends upon when they start doing their testing, market research to determine which name has the greatest cachet. That will be what happens at the end of the day. And I think what is the sad part, and perhaps they should really think about. I mean, granted, I know Discovery is going to think that all their stuff is great, but when it comes to the Warner Brothers stuff, they got to remember that there was already a Warner Brothers streaming or DC streaming service previously that died and rolled into this, and now this is going to die and roll into something else. And what are you going to do? And yeah, it's just it's unfortunate, but at the same time, the consolidation of streaming services has to happen.
Do you think that the brand, the HBO brand itself, is tainted at all?
I don't know if it's tainted, but
you think it comes with a lot of baggage? Just the HBO part, you know?
Yeah, so I do think that when I think HBO, I think there are certain things that I think of, about associated with it, and so I think that there is some benefit depending upon what their majority of their programming is going to be. There may be a benefit to uncoupling that name from the whole total offering. So, because when I think of HBO, I think primarily, actually, oddly enough, today I don't even think of movies all that much with HBO, because I don't think that too many. I mean, the movies they've had on their service typically are in the past before streaming, and then a little bit different now with streaming services. But when it was still just a premium service you were subscribing to, it was always like, okay, a fairly recent movie that they have like 2 or 3 movies a month that they would play 77 times a week over and over again until the following month, where another 2 or 3 movies would go up and replace them or something.
The Saturday nights, every Saturday night, that was the old formula before streaming service. You'd get a new release film hit HBO Max or HBO on Saturday nights, and then TV on Sundays.
But otherwise, I think of the TV shows, The Sopranos and The Wire, and all these types of shows
and stuff.
Right, the original programming that they did, which was very good, and then of course, who doesn't think of Skinamax, right, from the old school days? So that was your home for all the softcore stuff. So there's a certain thing that comes along with that, and I certainly wouldn't think, if they kept the HBO Max name, I wouldn't think of any of the Discovery content that's there. That's for sure.
HBO Discover. Did you get that new Discover app?
Yeah, I mean, I've never watched anything through the Discovery app, and the reality is most of this stuff I think is available through Hulu, that they do, and I don't know, maybe they might almost be better off if they want to do their cost savings instead of trying to have their own thing, is try to work out a content deal with Hulu or Netflix or somebody else, let somebody else carry all that shit and just get the content deal. I don't know.
I can't even I don't know, but I wouldn't imagine that just housing your content isn't one of your major expenses, when things like Discovery does it for cheap, and
whoops, sorry,
CW
wrong side.
does it for cheap.
Housing the content's not an issue. It's just storage space, digital storage space, and whatever else. But I think it's everybody just sees oh, hey, great, I have this content, I already own it, so I have no cost. So we get people to pay to be able to access it whenever they want. But there's only so many services that you can pay for at any given time, and I think people, I think most people have I don't know, 2 to 3, and then they kind of move subscriptions around on one of them or something. From I have 1 or 2 that they really love, and they kind of moved another subscription around. Maybe they have 4 or 5. I don't know, but you just can't have. I can't have Paramount and Peacock and Discovery and HBO Max and Disney Plus and Hulu and Netflix and Amazon Prime and it's just like,
It's
come
getting
on,
beyond a joke.
right?
There's just way too many. Like, and we don't even have as like listing all those. We don't even have like half of those, and it's still too much.
Right. Well, like my problem is that even if I have them, like I do have like Hulu, um, Disney Plus, HBO Max. Of course, now like some of those kind of like Disney Plus and Hulu are actually together now. But and then I have Prime just because I have Amazon Prime for shipping, not for anything else. But I was like, even if I want to watch some of this stuff, there's so much content that's there. It's like it's overwhelming. Like to try to keep up. If you really wanted to try to watch all that, do I really need to bounce around from one to the other, or could I just dig deeper into the content that what I already have has?
Somebody needs to come up with a company that will like have them all on one. Like, yeah, obviously pay a premium rate, but you can get them all on like one particular service, pay one price.
Well, that's the thing. None of them want to do that. They all want their own
because they all want their own share. That's right.
Yeah, but I mean, and it's like for me, like I'll pay. Hulu's the one that's like the expensive one for me because I just decided to rip out my satellite TV that I used to have and I replaced with that. So it has all my local channels and I pay for the premium DVR with the no commercials and all the other stuff. So I pay a lot more for Max plan on Hulu than any of the other streaming services, but it costs me half of what I used to pay on DirecTV. So, or if I were to pay for cable, equivalent on cable, all I have is cable for my internet, and that gives me free Peacock. So, which means I can watch the wrestling.
Wrestling. So let's see. There now, kind of like where this affects us more than in a bigger way than just a general
Yeah, one channel was called cable.
is the DC Comics is under HBO Max, and I think they acquired something like when they did this merger, Discovery bought something like $57 billion of debt
right
in the process. So one thing that they're having to do is try to recoup that as much as possible right from the get-go. Just cut the fat is what it's.
Yeah, because when you acquire a company, you acquire all of its assets, and that also includes its debts and everything else, all its responsibilities. So
what we're looking at is 57 billion is like the number that they've shared with us. So that's
a lot. 57 billion is an awful lot of debt.
It's a lot. Just to think that AT&T is not a small company, you know what I mean? And that like for them to build up $57 in debt underneath, I guess it's underneath just the Warner Brothers arm. Obviously, that doesn't have to do with anything else AT&T owns or whatever. That's pretty crazy. They pretty much tanked that place. They absolutely tanked that, man. I'm surprised it's still a thing.
Yeah,
just hearing that.
Mean, what's that? I mean, if you're at 57, are you sure it's billion and not million?
Yeah, because the write-off, the tax write-off maneuver they're pulling that is part of canceling Scoob and Batgirl is a $3 billion return package they'll get. $3 billion. You know, the movie costs like it's up to $90 million to make, and it's included in a $3 billion write-off that they're chipping away at the $57 billion debt. Yeah, it's definitely billion when you got to think one movie costs more than 57.
Yeah, I mean the debt could be a lot of it incurred from movie stuff, but I'm sure it's been there from other aspects of it too. Because Warner Brothers Time Warner was before when it was Time Warner had a bunch, so who knows how much debt got stashed there or whatnot. But yeah, with the way the movies run,
it will be included in that $3 billion for whatever it is. it's small, large, whatever. It's a part of it.
I guess if you factor in all the content that's been created, just even I guess maybe in the last 5 years, the content's been created for these streaming platforms and movies and stuff, but due to various reasons, maybe he just haven't had, whether it be COVID or whatever else, just never made that back up. You could incur a lot of debt off that stuff, but
Yeah,
57 billion still, that's a big freaking number.
Remember what their 2020 lineup was? That's a good point, because in 2020 they released their entire year slate of theatrical films to HBO Max first and same day as theater, even after stuff started opening back up in the latter half of the year and people weren't still going out in mass. They were still offering it same day as on HBO Max. So you could incur so much of that debt just from that one strategy, Like, I hate to.
I mean, you made back some of your stuff,
but that's.
Yeah, you made back some stuff, but you didn't make that kind of money on subscriptions on your platform and whatnot. But still, 57 billion is a big freaking number.
Yeah, 57 billion.
But yeah, I mean, it's not just. I mean, I know that there was a lot of talk about the Batgirl stuff, about people thinking about whether it was good or bad. I don't think any of that matters, and you really know that it's the truth when you start hearing stuff that, like, now Harley Quinn is on the block, that it may not continue, and so Titans and all these other things that have been Doom Patrol, whatnot. People that have been acclaimed, people have enjoyed and have clamored around and have got critical acclaim and whatever else, that those are off the table too, not just some untested movie that went over budget, right? Because the studio waffled between, it's just for TV. Now, you know what? Let's make it for the movie theater. Give you a bigger budget. Oh, you know what? It's still not really. It's not really. It's really not a theater quality. So we really do need to bring it back to.
So the only thing that I've seen any kind of article or anything come out, James Gunn did come out and say that Peacemaker season 2 is safe, and Flash by Night shared something yesterday evening.
Apparently, the Flash movie though is still good. So
well, that's what I'm getting to about Green Lantern being safe. Now, Peacemaker 2 is pretty far out, and I wouldn't call anything like obviously permanently safe, but as of right now, they're safe. The Green Lantern safe. Both of those aren't even in current production. You know what I mean? They're not near starting production on those. Zaslav himself came out and said that they're aimed and geared toward making big release films and blockbusters and stuff. They have seen Aquaman, they have seen Flash, and they're excited about getting them out when, and those are safe. I think the big thing is it's production. Peacemaker and Green Lantern is not in production. Flash and Aquaman 2 is not really in production. They're doing a little post work on it, and they've already put in all the money. Stuff like Batgirl, it's still going to cost a lot of money. They didn't even start the marketing campaign on it yet, which would have been millions of dollars. The Blue Beetle, same thing. And with those, like the whole deal with them picking those, it's not just those. Scoob got scrapped. They're looking at scrapping scripted TV across the Max brand for now. It's anything that they can put into that, how John said it, tiny fraction. All these tiny fractions that they can come up with, they're allowed to write off under, that's part of the merger acquisition. Like, the old people are doing this, we're not doing that. So we can halt them and write them off under the agreement that they're never released or sold. So all those tiny fractions come up. I mean, they've come up with $3 billion. So they are tiny fractions on their own, but they're finding money, and
unless somebody wants to buy the rights at some ridiculous price and release it under a different banner.
No, because under the legal guidelines, they're not allowed to. Which, if they could find somebody to do that, I mean, like, I wouldn't say
there'd be a statute of limitations, wouldn't there?
I don't know. So I'm not going to say they wouldn't do it, but the King Kamehameha shit they're talking, like that good shit they're talking, like, oh, we're trying to protect the brand, that we need to look at our product as a higher quality product and treat it as such, and not do direct to video movies of characters that aren't in any kind of continuity, that we have to explain where it even fits in, like Batgirl was, which just still blows my mind. I would have watched it. I would have enjoyed it as a DC fan like that. But you can't
Hey.
expect someone else just to watch and be like, where the hell does this fit in? Why is Michael Keaton in here? Why is
Why-
J.K. Simmons
That's
Gordon in here? You know, is this a
The rea-
Snyderverse film? Is it
the
not?
reality is we all got by fine for with it like, outside of the last 10 years or however long the MCU's been going on, 15 years, I don't know, but outside of that we all got along fine with standalone movies. Hell, it's what DC did, and it's when DC ruled the movie verse. You remember it was 80s and 90s, nobody wanted to go see a Marvel movie. Holy cow, that the con the
Until Blade came out.
the thought of but they were movie
Game
characters
changer.
that a lot of those movies though that Marvel did release that they had success were ones what it wasn't set. You didn't have Marvel scrolling across the front of the screen or something else. And there were characters that unless you were a comic book person. And at the time, I didn't. When Blade came out, I'll be shit honest with you guys. I had no idea Blade was a comic book movie, let alone a Marvel movie.
Noob.
Dude, again,
Yeah.
I wasn't deep into the comic book realm of everything, so it and I think I like to think that at the time I was somewhat representative of many people. It was just Wesley Snipes' movie. Let me go check it out.
And
So you guys can show your books, but I still win the day.
Yeah.
Thank you, DJ.
I think I saw it 5 times or 6 times of the movies.
Yeah. See, Flash by Night's with me. Right on.
Yo, Spidey for the win.
And then Mark because he had 2 copies.
That's right. Fuck, Mark won. Oh, do I have to go change my shirt to my DJ Link shirt at the same time while drinking my mug? Does that give me anything?
Hey, Finn, good morning.
I'm only working with what limited resources I have, so let me take the win.
No, but my point being though is that like DC had the cachet for a long time there, and the movies were fine. They didn't have any interconnectivity. It was a movie. I want to see the Batman movie. I want to see now within its own individual franchise. Sure, Batman was connected to Batman Returns, which was connected to this. Superman was connected to Superman 2, connected to Superman 3. But that's it.
John, it's hard to compare that because the individual movies are definitely perfectly fine, but if you're going to do the numbers that they want to do, you're going to have to do more.
He's the king of the internet.
Is he in a limo right now?
No, he's driving.
Okay.
He's an Uber driver today.
He looks like he's on the way to a con or something.
Yeah, I'm going to C2E2.
You son of a bitch. Did you schedule a bunch of stuff for all the community members at the bar?
There ain't no community members. All of you guys chickened out this year.
Well, maybe us community members, but there's others because I know Comic Man Andy reached out to me like a couple of weeks ago to ask if there was an event going on at the bar and what was going on, and
he's just looking for free food.
Free booze. You gotta watch that one.
There are some YouTubers there, but guys that you won't know as much.
Yeah, there'll be all the whatnotters will be there, and then community members, and of course, I think at this point, like 70% of the female YouTubers are now like working for Shortbox or somebody else that's there, and they're all going to be walking around there doing their little.
Yep.
Oh, look, boys, we got stuff over here.
Exactly.
And the
funny how
basement,
they capture them
and
right away,
the basement dwellers will all go, girls, let me go see. If I buy 27 things, maybe they'll like me.
Yeah.
I think 28 is the magic number for all you guys out there.
That's right.
To the con. 28.
It's really good. Yeah, 28.
And if you see the guy next to you by 28, by 29.
By 29, yep.
Show them you're a baller. Only buy Golden Age books that are slabbed at a 5.0 or higher.
Oh, yeah.
Do you have to have a man in underwear on the cover?
No. Pre-code horror or something like that. That's fine.
I was thinking Submariner.
Yeah.
So, what do y'all think about DC having an interconnected universe and the importance of it having an interconnected universe? Because I feel like this is a massive double-edged sword.
I am perfectly fine with them not having a tightly integrated network. If they want to have a loose one that's loose where they allow themselves the freedom where if something there's an opportunity to do some sort of crossover and they can, but basically build them up as individual worlds. This like the comic books, right? Build up your individual worlds first, right? Let me have the Batman, let me have your Superman, your Aquaman, whatever you want to have. And if something comes up where there's an opportunity, something that's great, and you can pull a couple together or somebody shows up, fine. Or you're just referencing them,
Reference, yeah.
fine. But you don't have to build. I think well, it was cool when Marvel started. I think you started to hear people talk about some of the fatigue now with as they continue to grow this thing more and more, the feeling like I have to keep up with all this stuff, and how some people are starting to get tired of it because maybe not everything hits a chord with them because now there's so many varied different products rather than just like four different ones. Now there's 27. I keep coming back to 27. I must like that number for some reason. There's a whole bunch of different things.
There's like 28 different things.
Yeah, exactly.
And I don't know how much it is about like there being the connectedness of it or feeling like you have to watch everything. It's the volume too. And I've been very vocal about really thinking that like the Marvels thing is just I don't know if it's the volume that's too much, but they kind of lost it somewhere for me. And everything's just a clone copy of each other. There's no uniqueness to any of their properties anymore. That's what's kind of made a lot of interest with me, Wayne, with it. If DC were to do something like that, it would be hard. Just thinking about like the Russo brothers doing Batman, and then the Russo brothers doing Green Lantern, and it just being campy potty humor through the whole movie. It just wouldn't work, and that would be my main concern with them doing some kind of connected universe.
There's some good comments here. I mean, Alan does bring up, non-comic book fans may not have the patience to build those types of things out. And Brother John's great comment. Yeah, if you want to do it, you need to have somebody in charge of the overall vision that can see that either you got to have one director just doing it all, which is very risky, or you have one producer or whatever who's working with all these directors that's making sure that you're is looking at the big picture. Let the director focus on their individual movie that they're building,
scheme.
but somebody's got to look at the grand scheme and keep track of that and have the long vision, right, of where we're going. Where's our end goal? Where we're going to get to? Because if you think about the Marvel universe, I mean, that's really been the key. Has been Feige because he has been going, okay, great. You're going to do this, Captain America. You're going to do this. You're going to do this. Here's how we're going to plant the seeds and interconnect them slowly, and then we're going to come together for this. And what's our long-term goal that we're building the arc across 12 movies or 8 movies or whatever the course it is between these things. So yeah, that would be the key. Is that DC would need to do that. Let's see, if they want to do a connected universe, everybody knows. Why is everybody's nose? I don't know. Well, anyways, Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman is what you want. Yeah, well, the Trinity. Yeah, and
it's always going to start.
And that's what they did. They did do that, right? When they tried to do this, this go round with the Snyderverse was started with the Trinity.
I didn't even realize that the movie on Netflix, The Grey Man, was done by the Russo brothers.
Oh, I think the focus needs to be on quality, not interconnectiveness. Yes, I agree. That's what I'm saying. It's like I would be I'd be very happy with a bunch of individual movies that maybe reference one another or loosely connected, but I don't need that to be the focus. Make the focus some damn good movies. And that's where I think, like right now, we see that with Rock. You can do that. I mean, the Robert Pattinson Batman movie, is a standalone movie. Now, can you come back and you can connect it if you want to? Sure, but is there a need to? No, I'm perfectly good with that. And hell, I honestly did not expect I would like sparkly Batman, but you know what? It wasn't bad.
Cry more. Your morning circumstances.
So powerless, no one watches. That's exactly. Well, Burke would watch it.
He'd be the only one.
You made Zordan sad. Oh,
So
That's
long term wise, like dude, I don't know why I like the cancellation of this stuff and seeing this. It didn't really hit me, bumming me out too bad. It kind of made me excited, a little bit hopeful. Because I mean, like they're making all the right steps that you'd expect someone to need to make to get this. If the DC universe is going to get to where it needs to be, this kind of has to happen. That doesn't mean that these people are going to get it there, but at the moment they're heading in the right direction. You know, whether they're just all talk and they plan on tanking the company unintentionally, but at the moment there's no reason for me to be like, oh, these guys don't know what they're doing. They're going to destroy this all. Blah blah blah. But we're definitely going to see.
sometimes when a patient is really really sick,
You just gotta.
you gotta cut some shit out. You know, sometimes you gotta lose the arm to save the patient, right? And and it might have been your favorite arm. You might have had a lot of good nights with that arm. But you know what? You'll adapt.
You're
You'll
really
find
attached
another way.
to it.
Yeah, exactly.
And this is why Rob is not the doctor.
So yeah, you find a way to adapt, and so they obviously got a really sick patient here with $57 billion in debt, and you know what, for the good of the overall product, you got to make some cuts, and it's going to be painful initially, and especially if you're a fan of one of the properties that ends up getting lost. I mean,
Blue Beetle.
to me, the notion of losing the Harley Quinn animated show, that's a bit of a downer. Now, if they pick it up and keep it going in comics like they did with the kind of in between thing, I'll be fine. But if they don't do that, I'll be a little sad. But you know what? I'll have enough something else shiny will come along and distract me, and I'll be good.
All good things must come to an end.
Well, even that, I'm just saying, it's like, you know what? I'll be sad for now, but something else will come along and I'll be distracted soon enough.
Yeah, I'm excited because, like I said, these people are saying all the right things. You know, it's refreshing that somebody in charge just was very direct about it. It's like, yeah, this product's shit right now. The brand's tarnished. Nobody takes it seriously. Nobody is protecting it. You don't even have a Superman. So we're about to get to work. Like that's pretty direct. You know what I mean? That was very, very direct.
We can lose an arm and leg. It's okay because Remy's got that extra right leg. He'll cover us.
He's got enough of those to hand quite a few around.
But I tried to look around a bit. 57 billion may not be great. Well, it may not. I don't know how much money the company. I never looked at their stock, the company's financials. I don't know how much their intake is, but 57 billion is a lot of money. I don't care, even for governments normally, unless you're the U.S. government, where
there's some rich people that spend that on toilet paper.
I mean, billions is a lot of freaking money. I'm sorry.
Not saying you're wrong, Brother John, but code for what? When you hear protect the brand, what do you fear that they mean? Because when I hear protect the brand, I hear this is going to hurt a lot of people, like we just mentioned, and stuff has got to go. They're talking about staffing down the HBO Max division like 70% to justify the amount of people for what it's bringing in. That to me is protecting the brand. You know, this is a business. They got to do some of those business decisions.
Yeah, it's not just for the love anymore.
Yeah, I think protect the brand at this point is unfortunately from creators that were greenlit by a horrible regime.
Look, I don't want to say that $57 billion is a lot of money, But if I can buy 740 F-35A aircraft, that's a lot
You
of
just went
fucking money.
airplane shopping.
F-35s, right? Most air forces don't want to buy these things because they're damn expensive, whatnot. I'm telling you, I could get 740 F-35As for $57 billion, and I might be able to get a bulk discount. So maybe I can round it up to
bargain.
a cool 750,
which
So
is well over 28.
So if I'm talking about becoming the world's most powerful air force for the amount of debt they have, I think it's a bit of money.
Is WB or AT&T a public company? If so, they are hiding their financial docs really well.
I don't think Warner Brothers is a
DC needs a
company.
sales consultant, a real smooth talker who could sell DC to anyone. Who should they hire?
AT&T is
You
definitely
hired Remy. You can sell ice to the Eskimos.
AT&T is definitely a public company. That much I know for certain.
I'm pretty sure Warner Brothers isn't.
Okay, so this is
Do you think
where
it's privately held?
John's been coming from. He thinks that everything they're canceling, even outside of DC stuff, seems to be more liberal, inclusive based content. And then saying they have a gender based plan just sounds pointed. I don't think they. Well, I ought to bring that photo up because I really don't know much about it. But I think that in today's society, everything that's being produced, like what is in current production that they didn't cancel that's not liberal, inclusive based content, or is just everything that's being produced right now liberal, inclusive based content?
Warner Brothers Discovery is officially began trading on the NASDAQ at IXIC at $24.08 a share when it initially started. It is a publicly traded company, as is AT&T. Yes.
Because I was actually reading an article about this because I saw everybody posting about this Batgirl stuff and I didn't know much about it. I didn't even know they were making a Batgirl movie. But they made a very good point that she has not had a good run on TV and movies. Like obviously you've got the the Alicia Silverstone one from the 90s. You've had the redo of the animated Killing Joke where they sort of changed it a bit, and then obviously this just a little bit. And obviously now this. So she's not had a good run on
But this is kind of what John was touching on right here. He shared this out in a group yesterday. I'm not sure where it's from. Not sure where this image is from whatsoever. But he said, what did they not cancel? And that's exactly my point, John. They didn't single out inclusive gender things or whatever. That's just the nature of what the content these days looks like from everybody. So he shared this image last night. Not sure where it's from, but it just has a unique and complementary. And they have both of the two. I don't know if this is what they're aiming for, because HBO Max is not something they're aiming for. We know that they just canceled the scripted stuff. It looks like this is just a description. This is a description of the two platforms, if I'm not mistaken. This isn't like their layout plan. Like when I saw that, I'm like, things do skew male or female. YouTube skews about 80% male. We do get analytics as like people with channels, and you can look at that, and people, when they create accounts, they have the choice.
Our content.
Yes, but I'm saying if you can go beyond that as well, Rob, and look at other analytics with things like TubeBuddy and stuff like that, where you can get a hold of greater YouTube-wide analytics to try to steer your channel in a more focused, like, or whatever, grow your channel. But yeah. Like if you go and look at Lifetime TV, no shocker here, it skews female. So I believe what they're pointing out when they're trying to figure out what these brands are, it looks like HBO Max skews more male. It's heavily scripted content, which we know that they're just caught off on the scripted stuff moving forward. So yeah, I think that they're just they're trying to define their brands to see what to do with them.
It depends on what you want to do, right? Whether you want to continue to focus, you want to put them into a single unified focus, or whether or not you want to take them and say, hey, this content is this is this. So I'm going to diversify my portfolio if we keep our investment thing going, right? And allow myself to, if one's doing really well for a while, great. Go back and forth. I have both, or I can get a bigger piece of this, or maybe maybe I don't have as many key focused things, right? It's almost like if you take Hulu and Netflix, right? They're a large marketplace. They have a variety of different content. Some of it's going to appeal to Mark. Some of it's not going to appeal to him. Some of it's going to appeal to my kids. None of it will appeal to my kids because it's not other people playing video games on freaking YouTube. But whatever. The point being is, there's different people who be different attracted to different things, and so that's what they're going to feel like they can charge more because even though they're not as needle focused like as Paramount might be, which is almost what. Who watches anything on Paramount other than watching the Star Trek content? Is anybody going there to watch? Would anybody go there to watch Bar Rescue? No.
I think somebody tried to watch Halo when it first dropped, but I think they gave up on it.
So
what is genre dumbs? Because and real quick, setting those lanes ahead of time. I think you might have this little flip floppy here, John. I don't believe they're setting these lanes ahead of time. I think they're identifying their current lanes. This isn't like this. They didn't come up with this and say this is our goal. They came up and said this is where we stand. Am I wrong with that? Like this isn't like they're moving forward plan because they're wanting to merge these two. And looking at this graph they have, it looks like somebody's trying to convince other people that they need to be merged because they're like equal opposites of each other, that if you put them together,
like those last two, the appointment viewing and homo fandom versus comfort viewing and homo genredom. That makes this kind. So I mean, when you're talking about genredom, somebody was asking that, they start saying, "Hey, home improvement shows."
Yeah,
right.
HGTV. I got you, Flash.
Survival show or freaking whatever. These different types of things. It's a genre versus. When you say, hey, when you go to these DC things that HBO is doing or whatever, where it has a set fandom that is going to show up, that they're like die hard on that thing, and they don't care. They may not care about every superhero thing. They only care about their DC fandom base or my fandom base for just Titans or whatever it is, that it's really focused and die hard for that one particular show or not. And then they're going to show up. Hey, every Thursday, I got to make sure I'm watching this, the new Harley or the new Teen Titans or whatever it is. And they're going to make that appointment to be there as opposed to I got nothing to do for 2 hours. Let me just sit down and watch, any number of cookie cutter shows.
I don't feel like we live in anything near Yahtzee, Germany these days, so I can't imagine them sitting down and saying, "Hey guys, I have a great idea. We're going to do gender-based platforms in the year where gender is fluid and like we know that there's not two anymore. We're going to do two gender-based platforms." That just sounds crazy to me. Nobody would even make that image and say we're making gender-based platforms. So I can see where, if that's what somebody was doing, that would be the craziest thing that any of us have ever seen. But I think they were presenting moving forward. Like, you see how these two things, we now own both and they both can complement each other. Because we know that they were already talking about merging the two together. But
yeah, I don't necessarily. I don't know if it's necessarily gender-based platform. Although a platform could have a key, you could have your main primary target demographic, right? You could sit there and say, "Hey, look, we're going to build an entire platform around a particular. Here's what we've envisioned our primary demographic we're going to go after at, right? We want 18 to 49 males, whatever else, because they spend whatever. But But nobody says, yeah, we're going to build stuff only for men or only for women, but they may have a key demographic in mind.
Yeah, and you don't want to ignore that either. And again, like they're building these based off of when you sign in, you, the viewer, sign into these, and it says male, female, other, fill in the blank. You're the one that fills those in. So if they're looking at their numbers and they say we're skewing male, that's because males chose to present themselves. And so it's not really offensive. They're just pulling out facts, isn't it?
They're doing all that stuff for demographics so they can sell commercials and target you with other shows that they feel are along a similar appeal to a
Spicy
similar
meat.
demographic. But
Yeah.
ultimately, that's why I identify as a meat popsicle.
And you taste equally delicious.
Well, thank you.
The difference with Rob, he's cold on the inside, not on the outside. Chip has made it to his hotel.
Thermal inversion.
It's not as nice as the last one, Chip.
It could be the same one.
It's only because you're not here, man.
That's where I was going with that.
Actually, this is the Hyatt Regency.
Just for men. I can relate to that. Rob, you're past that, buddy. I'm sorry.
Why do you think I don't take my hat off?
You don't want to scare us?
I didn't know it came off. I thought it was like one of those early action figures where it was just like molded as part of your head.
Yeah, I've been told that for about 30 years.
Excellent. My God, what is with all these emails?
Well,
say hi.
Look at this motherfucker. What's going on, man? How you doing?
Hi, guys.
Good to see you.
Chip walks up. Look at this motherfucker.
Yeah. What time do you go on? 4 p.m. Oh, okay.
Alex has an important question. So, which
Oh, really?
shows am I allowed to watch based on my labels? Well, just
Whatever show you want.
follow your labels.
Oh, for you, Telex, you can watch reruns of Mama's Place and
Yeah.
Hell no.
Yeah.
We're gonna get going.
God. Have a good one, Bert. So, yeah, Bert just started school back up. White Shadow is at C2E2. Wait there, Chip. Joe's on the way.
I am FP2E2. Okay, Andy, Mr. Scott.
Marketing, bro. Yeah, everyone's taking it so serious. It's just marketing. They're trying to
Telex can watch Honey Boo Boo. There you go.
Find the money and chase the money.
Mama's Family, whatever. The point was, you knew what I was talking about, Tylox.
I did too. That's the one with the lady with the wig.
I couldn't. That's only because I couldn't remember the name of Jeff Foxworthy's show. The Jeff Foxworthy Show, I think is what it was called. There you go.
It was right there the whole time.
You couldn't remember the name of it?
What do you want, Abe? What? I'm gonna refill my coffee real quick.
There you go.
Find something else to squabble about.
Currently watch Golden Girls. Oh, God. Fair enough. The Dukes of Hazzard. There you go. Yeah, you can watch that. I watched that with you, buddy. Grew up on that. Oh my goodness. I'll even let you mix it up a little bit there, Tylox. You can watch. Although you may not have been the key demographic, you can still watch like Petticoat Junction reruns too. Just for
Beverly Hillbillies.
Oh, and you can watch Moonshiners. Yeah, you can watch Moonshiners. That's what.
Yeah,
Somehow watching
streaming
Chip,
services.
yeah, somehow watching Chip walk through this hotel is actually somewhat intriguing.
I'm actually. Do you know D-Runk or Comic Books NYC, Chip?
No.
No, okay. I was going to say, get him on the camera so I can say hello, but.
If I see him, I'll get him on camera for you. Who am I looking for? What is their name?
It's either George, who's D-Runk Comics, or Carvey's Comic Book NYC.
Yeah, Pops, we were talking about that actually. That those got added to the list.
They all gotta go.
I certainly hope that there's more of the comics though for the Harley Quinn that did that Eat Bang Kill Tour, because that's so much better than the current Harley Quinn series. when we had then we but on the other side of the thing, we did hear that the official thing from oh god, these are horrible stories when I can't remember people's names as I start to say them. God damn it! The new Joker 2 movie, we got confirmation from the actress or slash singer, whatever her name is, that she's gonna be doing. She'll be playing Harley Quinn. What the hell is her
Lady
name?
Gaga.
Oh yeah, that's her name. Thank you.
Lady Gaga. Gaga.
Gaga.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be cool. I know I've seen like some comments who are like, I hate musicals. Ugh. I'm like, bro, you think they're making the new Sound of musical here, or do you think that Todd Phillips is about to do something that twists
Dude,
all of
would that be
it?
funny? Those they do present it, all of a sudden they're doing breaking out in song and dances throughout the whole thing, like in a 50s
Bro, what do
musical.
you think they're
That
about
would
to
be
do?
great. I would get all excited for that just because it's be so different. Watch the audience of all these hardcore comic book nerds show up, and all of a sudden, life is a joke when you're away.
And they're like, what the fuck is this?
And Joaquin Phoenix is just
Lady Gaga is going to kill this role, man.
And just because though, Joaquin Phoenix is just the kind of nut that would actually go along with it and do it too. So
yeah, and I just think
break out
and
awesome. Tap dance.
Like the fact that they're doing something like that, like what do you think is going on in Todd Phillips's mind? You know what I mean? Or maybe he's just punishing the studio. He's like, I told you I only wanted to do one. This is what you get.
Now I'm going to take your money and give you this.
Edgelord the musical. John is all piss and vinegar today, man. He's fired up. God, I wish he could come on and talk.
Okay, this is a travesty. I came all the way over here just to get a Starbucks and it's fucking closed.
Chip's missed out on his coffee. He's going to be grumpy for the rest of the day.
You're damn right.
Maybe it's just me and Taiki doesn't help at this point.
Oh, thank you for reminding me. I'm gonna
work. I assume the next thing they do will be of the same or better quality. And Taiki did do that. I've said from day one that Ragnarok was trash because of its unnecessary humor and quirkiness and making a joke out of Thor. And they did the exact same thing as those in the new one. Y'all got tired of it. Y'all just got tired of it when y'all didn't realize how tired of it y'all were.
I haven't even watched it, New Thor, yet.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, I'm not talking to you then,
Rob. Distracted. But that just reminds me, though, I'm a week behind. I didn't watch an episode this week of What We Do in Shadows.
I did. Yes.
Oh my god!
Oh, that's dude. The whole Colin Robinson thing is killing me, dude. Just it's good.
I was so glad my LCS got in shirts the other day, and they posted some new shirts in. They posted up on their Facebook, and it was just I saw was Laszlo. It said Bat.
Yeah, Bat.
I need one of those.
Did you watch the fight? I don't know. I think it was in. It might have been. Did you see the episode where they go to the market?
Yes.
Oh God, that was amazing. That was watching Naja try just to barter. It reminded me of that episode of The Office where they go to barter up from just $1 and you have the magic beans. It reminded me of that so much.
Yeah, no, I'm only having. I should be only one episode behind now because I realize I haven't watched it this week.
Is that the series
yesterday?
Is that the series that's based on that Johnny Depp movie, the vampire thing?
No, but you're thinking of the right movie, but no, that is not it's not based off of Dark Shadows, if that's what you're thinking.
Yeah, Dark Shadows is different than What We Do in Shadows. But
Dark Shadows is the Johnny Depp vampire movie. There's a remake of the old TV show Dark Shadows. This has nothing to do with anything else. It's The Office with vampires.
Yeah,
it's real vampires though.
Yeah, it is still vampires.
Yeah, so it's based off of Interview with a Vampire.
We've selected 4 vampires to live in this house, and
exactly.
See what happens when we follow. It's really like
vampires.
We don't get it over here, so I've never seen an episode.
Buy it if it comes out on disc. Buy it. Just buy it
or streaming service or something because it is hilarious. Oh my god, so good.
It's why, like, I don't even get mad at Taiki Waititi or whatever for Thor. I just don't watch it because what we do in the shadows is so damn good. And this is his show. He
Dude, all I
wasn't
know
as
is
much as the credits for this season as he was for the other two.
no. But how great was like with when they're sitting there trying to do the whole thing with the genie, trying to figure out what
Oh my
is
God.
I
You
want to
ever
have
read
the
it the
biggest
wrong way?
penis, and he's gonna they're like go, but wait, he's a genie. Hold on, and then go back.
Yeah.
Well,
He's like,
I want big enough to do this, but
that it won't
it
hurt
can,
anyone.
it can crush a fly, but
It won't crush her. And then they're about to fire off on the wish. Like, wait a minute. And you can't make everyone else on the planet have micro penis. And the genie's like, they almost missed that one.
Did they do a movie first?
no.
Yes.
Oh,
I
did
think so.
Because all I can
Dude,
say
what
here
are
is
the
a
odds
movie.
that Flo popped in? So what we do in the shadows, if I remember correctly, because it's been a while since Flo introduced me to it, was a British movie that the show is not a continuation from. It's just they got the movie like, let's retool it and make a show out of it. If
Yeah,
I'm
because
not
all
mistaken.
we've got available here is that old movie. That's all we've got that I can actually buy.
Yeah, and what are the odds that as you asked that, Flo popped in the chat, so he'll correct that if I'm wrong on that. But it was him who told me about this show to begin with and put me on it.
How many seasons has there been?
Oh,
Doing some
okay.
training. Season 3 is actively out right now.
Okay.
Right?
So I might need to import it then.
It's
Season
a New
4.
Zealand movie.
Season 4 is what's going on right now.
Oh wow.
Oh wow! I for some reason feel like that just came out. Like I'm way behind.
What we do in the shadows? Yeah, no, it was
Yeah.
season 4.
The guys from the movie were shown on the TV show's Vampire Council. That's pretty cool. They also had Paul Rubin. They also had Blade the Vampire Hunter, played by Wesley Snipes himself. Dude, the Vampire Council thing that killed me. That was so funny. Taki
Okay,
was on
so-
there.
Okay, based on the 2014 film of the same name.
Yeah.
Yeah. Written by Clement and Taika Waititi.
Here we go. Flo said it's
The
actually
series
set in the
follows-
same universe.
Yeah.
Taka Waititi and Jermaine Clement credited it.
Yeah. Okay. Now I have to go back and watch that just for fun. Even if it's not as fun.
There's no way. Like, Laszlo is the man. Like, he just brings it.
But Nadia is pretty damn good too, though.
Oh, she is. Like their chemistry, like the dynamic between that group is just phenomenal.
Right.
You might be wondering why we're not done fucking yet. Maybe it's because we haven't started. Jesus Christ. Oh my god.
And the shit that Guillermo goes through. Oh my god.
Dude, that first episode where they just kept falling through the floors randomly through the episode. Every time it happened, I would laugh harder and harder each time.
Yeah. Go back. Oh, of course,
Jackie
dude.
Daytona for the win, exactly.
Just make sure you don't have that hat, dude. That's the thing, right?
Go
the
back
cur-
and the cursed
the cursed hat, yeah.
I
Is it
might be
made
able
out
to
of
get it
human
from Amazon.
foreskins or something like that?
No.
I might have to import it from Amazon.
Yeah.
Marcus, you're on fire this morning, man. You're killing me.
That is what they do in the shadows, CJ. That is, in fact, it.
They do it in this moonlight. They do it whatever the hell they want and whenever they want.
In the room while they're talking to Nandor. Yeah. Well, not baking a cake, my friend.
And then
No,
puppet.
just keep watching if that's fine.
Dude, what is with that puppet Nadia too? It's like the thing is like the thing that they're using her more and more is like I was
I'm out of puppets. I don't do puppets or
You
dummies.
get used to it though. It's like Monty Python with the coconuts. At first, you're like, what are they doing? Then after a little while, you're just like, oh yeah, that's Naja. You're like,
that's just that. Yeah.
She's there. She's part of the crew.
Exactly. Oh God.
Great
Oh,
show.
crap. It's on one of the streaming services that we don't pay for.
Then
That
pay
sucks.
for it. Watch it and then unpay for it. How much is 1 month subscription?
Or just do the free trial and just binge it.
Yeah,
There you go.
it's just 30-minute episodes with the commercials taken out. Well, no, they'll be there because it's the free trial. So it goes quick. So it goes quick. Definitely goes quick. Do the like season 2 when they fought the werewolf. The whole game, the werewolf game.
Go fetch.
It just throws the ball.
Rob.
Yes.
You cut out. All we heard was you say Rob's name, Tyler.
I said you just broke Rob.
Oh.
I use Shim's HBO Max account. That's why I'm really upset. Is that a FX TV show, What We Do in the Shadows? The little vampire comedy show. Hilarious show. Jim's HBO Max account. See, now, if less people use Jim's HBO Max account and paid for it, we might not be in this situation, and you might be watching Batgirl.
He's
I'm
not
just
wrong.
playing, John. I'm just playing, John.
He's not
I thought you were
wrong.
going to say, I'm just saying.
Saying.
I don't want to think too hard. He's very upset with this. Also, flows on Jim's account too. I can't say anything. Pops is on my account. Me and Pops.
Tell Jim to send me his account info. Why not? I might as well get on there too.
Enjoy the last couple of weeks here. Dude, I live on HBO Max when it comes to streaming services. I don't know what I'm going to watch. That's just like where I'm used to going and watching stuff. That's my go-to video app is HBO Max.
I need to have a look at what shows are on this fucking streaming service.
I mean, it'd be cool if, I know this is just the Max brand, so it'd be cool, if our accounts are still valid with HBO Go, which is what it was before. They took HBO Go and just really expanded it to HBO Max. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, if they just take it back to HBO Go, I'm still fine with that. You still have a bunch of movies. You still have the HBO shows and stuff. Was Raised by Wolves, that was a Max original as well, right? That one was under Max or HBO?
Okay, it looks like I'm going to have to get it because that's what's going to have House of the Dragon on it, and it's also got Superman and Lois as well.
Superman and Lois ain't coming back, I don't think. They don't even have a plan schedule for that beyond season 2. And the way season 2 ended was it was bookended pretty much with a little subplot that wouldn't even be your main plot moving forward. It was just I don't know. I don't expect that back. Prey came out today, and I started watching just a little bit of it this morning. And I'm like, I need to stop so I can watch all of it. And it looked very, very good what I saw on it.
Hearing very good.
Yeah, it's
things
been getting
about
really
it.
good reviews.
I watched about 45 minutes of it. Got close to halfway through. I'm like, I got to stop. I'm not able to finish it. All right, let's see what Chip's got going on real quick.
All right, what's going on, guys? So
Chip,
I'm
open
actually-
that box for me. Oh, go back.
Still
Open
this
that
box.
You're still
This
setting
one right
up.
here.
The one at the
Yeah,
bottom.
there's
No, the one on the bottom, Chip. Thank you, Spidey.
the one on the very bottom. Yeah, no, they're still setting up. I'm surprised. Literally, I just walked by the comic mint, and the guys don't even have the tables yet.
Set up.
Wow.
So,
Tell them to give you $50 and you'll hold one comic up at a time.
And it's
I'm
open,
telling ya.
and the show's open to the public right now.
well, no, it doesn't open until 10 a.m.
Oh, okay.
Chip
But
went in through
still.
the service entrance.
I just kind of walked in, dude. To be honest with you.
Oh.
Literally, I just walked past the person. I'm like, hey, how you
You're
doing?
gonna get kicked out of con.
I am. I got a badge, but the badge is way over on the other side of the building. And it's
God.
I haven't even gone to pick it up yet.
How'd you get in there? I just kind of walked in. The door was unlocked. What do you want me to do?
It's a high
Literally-
security
literally
facility
just walked
that
in. Yeah, it is very high.
just find the first hand truck you can find, start loading up with set, and just start carrying it out.
Yeah,
It's
Like,
like
yeah.
you're just an employee all of a sudden.
go on, guys. They're good.
Did you get a lanyard? Did you get a badge? because like you could just literally walk past people if they go to say something to you and show them.
Oh, where?
Yeah, I know.
Star Wars Black stuff.
Good.
So, 501st here.
Just go find those Spidey books I need and just take them, Chip. Nobody's going to stop you.
Yeah, I know. There's right no one here too.
Oh,
Stop
he
me.
too.
I need to find a badge. I gotta go talk to. See if I can get someone to give me a badge.
Badges?
Badges?
I'm the C.
We don't need no
Give me a
stinking
fucking
badges.
badge.
That's right.
So I can kind of give you an overview of how big this place is. I'll walk straight down. So that's
blazing saddles.
So I'll walk from one end to the other for you guys.
Rob, check your IG, bud.
I'm picking up my phone. God damn.
We're just waiting for the. Excuse me. What do you think you're doing?
Yeah, I know. Exactly.
You can.
Hey, you.
That's exactly what I'm waiting on.
Yep.
This is like when Kyle almost got ate by the bear on Spine Ticks.
I'll go this way.
Came too early too.
Victory Comics.
Chip is putting it all on the line for YouTube, ladies and gentlemen.
You know. Worst they could do is send me home. Oh well.
Watch somebody walk up to you at like 9:50 and be like, "Hey, are you supposed to be in here?" I mean, in 10 minutes, yeah.
Client McDonald. You go to them, right, Ab? Don't you use them?
What's that?
Client McDonald.
Oh,
Yeah,
I've
used them.
I've used them because they're the one who does the signings for CBCS now.
Yeah.
For the most part, CBCS doesn't do very many direct. Most of them go through Clan McDonald, but I'm not doing much with CBCS right now. They're just too damn freaking slow.
Yeah.
Unless you pay a lot.
Yeah.
And they're
Clan McDonald's
unresponsive.
how I got my George Perez commission.
Security guy just got fired.
Yeah, it's freaking nuts. All right, let me log
Artist
out.
Alley.
I'll be right back. Let me
Change computers.
Oh, Caitlin's cool. Caitlin's here.
Hello, Puss.
Gene Ha.
What's up, Shop?
So this is the actual Artist Alley area right here.
Oh, this is
Are
gonna
there
be
any,
weird.
well, go down
there.
said Artist Alley. There's nobody there yet.
No, there's no one here. I mean, a couple people setting up, but it goes on this side, and then
Oh,
I'll keep walking.
you should totally take a couple pictures in front of some people's booths and then tag them in it and put it on Instagram. And they'll be like, "Wait, what?"
I did that at Heroes Con. I actually was standing in front of the clear back comic guys. Those guys do the clear back comics, the clear backs. And I posted at that, and the guy's like, "Hey, where are you at?"
Yeah. I'm waiting here at line at C2E2, and the artist
Doesn't
isn't at
look
the
like-
table yet.
So
Completely.
you'll know this
unfair.
guy,
You should go to aisle Q10. There it is.
the man, the myth, the legend, the John Jang.
What's up? What's up?
What's going on, man? How you doing?
Good. How are you?
What is up?
With
Yo.
Mark saying, "What is up?"
What's up, guys?
So,
Here, your camera's up.
oh yeah, hold on a minute. Sorry, guys. Hold on a minute. Let me flip it.
I've got you there.
They don't need to see you anyway.
I thought you were a professional, Chip.
Hey, whatever. I'm far from professional, goddammit.
Yo.
What
what's
is
up,
happening?
guys? How are you guys? Are you guys on already on a beat?
Yeah, they're actually now up in
Oh,
volume on
jeez.
so you can see
I'm
it.
not ready. I'm not ready.
Who's not ready?
I just decided I kind of come here early and check it out.
Tell them how you got in.
Okay, there we go. Now we can hear you guys.
Yo, what's happening, guys?
What is up?
Yo, why are you guys not here?
Because I have to be here.
because I'm over the other side of the world.
Don't worry, I send my proxies every time.
I know you do. They let me know.
Appreciate the Terrificon help too. Score.
Yeah, thank you guys for hooking that stuff up. Hey, appreciate
Absolutely.
everybody. Hope you're all having a good time on the show. Make it out to the next show, next convention.
You don't have any exclusives for this one, do you?
Not to my knowledge. But I could be wrong. No one tells me anything. They tell us top stuff.
Yeah, but we'll see.
This year, the only big one I'm doing is the Fan Expo San Francisco. So
I'll be there.
Boom.
There you go.
And I'll be in Dragon Con too in Atlanta this year.
Hey, there we go. That's close.
Yeah, there you go.
I was about to say, Dragon Con, where's that at?
Atlanta.
Atlanta? I could do that. That might not be bad.
Hot Atlanta.
All right, guys. Peace.
All right, take it easy.
See you later, Dan. All right. Thanks, bye. I'll talk to you. Bye.
Thanks, Flo.
No, you're fine. I'm here early.
You have $20. Yes.
Boom.
Notice how he didn't charge me.
He also didn't sign anything, did he?
No.
I think somebody literally just asked him like how he got in.
We'll be there to collect. All right, I'll be back in just a couple minutes.
All right.
Yeah. After these messages, he'll be right back. Oh my goodness! Why are people taking time off of my work? They want time off. Ugh.
Denied.
Start hunting through some boxes, Chip.
I'm telling you. Well, these are all the artists.
Yeah.
It's all Artist Alley, so
That's the key place to be, in my opinion.
it is.
Singing what the?
I don't even know where C2E2 is.
Oh, that's gonna be a
Chicago?
rejuvenated.
Chicago.
Chicago? Okay.
Yeah.
Even I know that.
Well, aren't you extra crispy?
Extra crispy.
So you just walk past Donny Cates.
Oh, did I?
Or the actual.
Oh, I was gonna say. I
He's,
don't know.
he's,
I mean,
he's both, not him himself.
Not the person in the booth.
I didn't see the blonde hair, so.
Donnie Cates, the action figure.
Yeah.
The cardboard cutout, Donny Cates.
Probably has more personality.
All right. Sorry, I'm doing exciting stuff like approving people's time off requests. Isn't that exciting?
I mean, that's exciting for them.
Yeah, it really is.
Jenny's
Jenny
booth?
Prison.
Yeah. This is what she's got going on. I think she's sitting next to Tim Seeley. So there's Tim, and then there's Jenny. So Tim's got money shots, and
There's the sketch pad for commissions.
yeah. I should put my name in there. Mess with him. He's still sleeping. What the hell? He doesn't know.
What's up,
And then
man?
Ryan Brown, 8 billion genies. Oh, cool. I actually brought this to Bree sign, so I'll put. All right, I'll keep walking the con floor and get out of the artist alley because there isn't really anybody here yet.
Well, it's
Well, I mean, there's
the
something.
talent doesn't need to get there early. I mean,
Well, I was about to say that's
That's
what
true.
happens
They're all
when
still.
Show's not
Most of
going
the time,
yet.
they're all still sleeping. So
Oh, watch out! You're gonna get run over.
Marcus, dude, I've got like 10 or 20 books Jenny Prison can sign, and they're all like Red Sonja books she did, not anything like new.
all right, let's go take a look and see who's actually going to
Yeah.
be here. So we're going to have. Looks like Billy D. Williams.
ooh,
Yeah, Dave Barclay, Mike Quinn, who guess Star Wars, what they say. That Vivian girl from Obi-Wan, the little girl.
oh,
She's here. I'm kind of walking up to the
The
table.
fastest little girl alive.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. All right. And then this is Brendan Wayne from The Mandalorian. Steve Blum.
Steve Blart. What?
Steve Blum.
Oh,
Bloom.
Blum.
Yeah,
Star Wars
Blum.
Rebels.
I suppose
Cowboy
yeah, it was
Bebop.
Bloom would be an E. Rupert Friend, whoever that is.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I don't know that.
If you call him Stephen
Moses
Blum and
Ingram?
he's like blue, I'm gonna laugh.
Moses Ingram, don't know. Never heard of him. Michael Rooker.
Michael Rooker. Yeah, there you go.
Mary Poppins, yo.
Nathan. Perfect name, Con O'Neill.
Shots fired.
Biggerstaff. Yeah.
No, I haven't heard of half of these people.
I know, yeah. I mean, Mercedes, Sasha Banks, Mandalorian, Trinity Fucking.
No, still haven't recognized any names.
Ray Chase.
Ray Chase.
Max Middleman.
No.
They're all like, not this one. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle guy.
No, I don't know who that is.
Wrong crowd. Huh?
That sounds familiar.
Townsend Coleman. No. I don't know any of these people.
I'm sure we do, but if we
probably by face, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Legend of Korra.
You're like, oh, it's that dude that was in 2 minutes of that TV show.
Yeah.
That's usually what we get all these people we've never even heard of.
Yes, Flo. Like, where is security?
There we go.
Oh, Mick Foley. I know that name.
Yeah. From YouTube fame, Mick Foley.
Mick Foley, baby.
Yeah, I always love it when a YouTuber is that you're now a celebrity.
Now these are some of the people you know. Trish and
No, Trish
and
Stratus is.
Oh, Lita. That was my
there
girl.
you go. That's where the line's going to be. All the dudes lining up there.
It's like, I'll just sit right here for you, Rob, okay?
To be perfectly honest,
security.
I'll tell you, to be perfectly honest, if of the lineup there, I would be more interested in actually going and seeing Mick Foley and having him sign my copy of Have a Nice Day.
Frankie Muniz.
Yeah.
Oh, Frankie Muniz. Oh, wait, I thought he died.
Oh, this is that blonde girl from the Goldbergs and She-Ra.
Okay.
The blonde daughter or the
I don't
friend.
watch the show, so I don't know.
Yeah. And then this one, they have their own game. The Undertaker.
Oh, there you go.
Nice.
Rob,
They should-
I don't have one of your cards.
They should just say, they shouldn't say anything about superstar or anything. They should just say fucking legend. If you don't know, get the fuck out of here.
Exactly.
Even I
If
know
you
who
stick your
the
head in
Undertaker is.
this curtain and you don't know who you're looking at, go home.
Yeah. It doesn't look like they have anybody sat with these guys. They're just autograph tables.
Or rotating, yeah. C-list scum.
Yeah.
Lita for me, Flo.
So a little cafe over there. And then this is all the gaming area where they got the gaming zone with all
No, who
the
cares
games
about
set
that
up.
shit? No, we
Yeah,
don't
no.
need to say that.
Oh, that's right. They'll have like they can have like the rotating AEW fucking people there because they usually show up to Chicago. So
Mm-hmm.
I think a bunch of them are supposed to. I think the Ass Boys are supposed to be there, and I think.
I was about to say, where's Punk at? The Chicago.
Yeah, I don't know. He's out hurt, so I don't know if he'll be there or not.
Oh, okay.
But
Rob, what would be the first thing you would say to the Undertaker?
yeah, I don't even know. I like I said, I'm a fan of the Undertaker, but I mean, I could care less about meeting him really. Other than maybe I might just say thank you. Shit, I mean, what else is there to say, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why the hell did you throw Mick off that cage? What was
No. That I know. That was because he didn't even want to do that shit. That was purely a Mick Foley thing. But
he's a Mankind basketball now. What is this? Like he was gonna be fine? Holy crap!
well, that was a Mick Foley thing. Him wanting that done to him. Not.
I bet you Mick wouldn't have jumped. If he'd have been like, I'm not gonna throw you, Mick wouldn't have been like, oh, I'll just jump off it.
Exactly. Because all the interviews and stuff you've ever read about that stuff and you watch on it, it's always, Undertaker saying like, I don't want to do any of this stuff, but Danhausen, Danhausen might be there. You can go get cursed. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Alan, I think it would be a big thank you for everything except for maybe the motorcycle years. I really wasn't a big fan of the American Badass version of the
I
Undertaker,
wasn't a fan of the gimmicks, but I did like the bikes because those were his actual bikes.
yeah, I just wasn't fucking listening to Limp Bizkit or whatever the hell it was. Man.
as a guy who likes bikes, I really like his bikes.
And
Can
I'm
you
sorry,
imagine,
despite all the things that
hang on,
Bradshaw, I mean, of all the things that Bradshaw and Farouk ever did, I still think of them though as from the Ministry of Darkness and as his acolytes and stuff. And I still think of them as that mode. Yeah,
now Ron
Biscuit was
Simmons is one of the nicest guys you will ever meet.
Oh, sure.
Hands down.
Still one of those little golf buggy things, Chip.
Yeah, no. This one sounds like it's gonna die.
It sounds like a low-flying helicopter.
It does, yeah. It sounds like
I was going to say it sounded like a lawnmower.
Yeah. Comic Andy and his lovely wife.
Their boy Elroy.
Yep.
I mean, there you go. Just take one of those boxes back to your room. Just pick one up, walk away with it.
Start looking for Star Wars stuff early.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that won't call you out and get you in trouble.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Oh, this is too good. This is so great.
Find the old stuff.
Like they're still, find the old stuff. Oh, okay.
Yeah, find the old stuff. Don't worry about this new shit.
We just want wall books.
Which Spidey books do you need? Spidey to finish it off.
They won't be in the boxes. They will not be in the boxes.
Yeah.
Well, you need a 15 and a 1.
2099.
So I need to
How's
look
it going
at my
today?
2099 run.
Oh, good, man. You guys busting butt, man.
No, I've got all them.
Which we
I've got all
got
that. I've got all that run.
What booth are you with?
I don't know. There's no signage up yet.
No,
What booth are you guys on? I mean, what's your shop name? I'm sorry, company name.
Oh God!
This is MG Comics.
I was actually joking about you.
Oh God! Even asked.
Oh.
Chip, you have testicles the size of grapefruit, sir.
You should probably have it looked at.
Man.
But...
Too old to care.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Flo. Find that unattended AF-15 for me.
There you go. On the
Just chuck $5 on the table and walk away with it.
Yep, exactly. High grade, silver age.
Oh, this is looking older. That's in the 80s.
Oh, there's the first 100 run.
60s,
Oh,
yeah.
wait a second. What condition is that one in that Kingpin book? No.
It's not too bad.
What's
Good
the price
press,
on it?
clean.
What's the price on it?
175.
Oh, okay. Must be pretty good shape.
Yeah, it's pretty good shape. Gonna do.
Yeah,
Got all.
Oh,
that's down in the 30s.
That's one that's one of my ones on my list of that I need to need to get replaced
because
my copy's in really poor condition.
Oh, that
because that cat burglar one is one where it has a lot of
that's classic
spine ticks.
Yeah, that's classic.
No, these are all sub 100 ASMs.
Yeah.
Oh,
this one, look at the picture of this one, yeah.
But here's the real question: go back. That cat burglar one, the first one you pulled out of that box there.
Yeah,
how are the spine ticks on that? Or is it? Oh, dude, that's pretty fucking clean.
That's crispy.
A little bit.
I mean, it's got issues, but it's not. Yeah, but that's so much better than what I have.
Oh man,
there you go on that one.
Is it that good? Is it that worth it?
Yeah.
Is that a bit rich? I don't know what that's.
It's probably not far off, given that it's 1960s Spider-Man in pretty good condition.
On the table and be like, take it or leave
it. Yeah.
It's one of those. It's one of those books that, like, if I was there, I'd probably keep my eye on it and think about it. But
well, I'll keep my eye on it for you, buddy.
Yeah, no. I'm
it's Sunday too, so there you go.
I'm gonna wait and try to pick up my books. Do some con. I am going to 2 cons in the next 2 months. So
There's the Daredevil
Oh,
books.
there you go.
What's the earliest one they've got there, Chip?
Right now, I'm holding 11 for 140.
Yeah, it's probably a bit.
Yeah,
That's
I think
probably
11.
that's probably
That series is about to go
11.
through the roof, especially getting a Disney series. Daredevil's going to have never been better once Disney makes an 18-episode show with him. Best Daredevil ever.
Love that
Oh,
cover.
I love that cover.
14. Will they have 16 out on the floor? I doubt it. Nah, they got 16 out here. It'll be back here. So this is Dale Roberts Comics. Dale Roberts Comics. So, anyways, all right, I'll keep walking.
Still seemed like even a bit rich just for over here.
Yeah.
yeah, it's con prices.
Yeah.
This is a little whirlwind. This is actually the figure's base to stand in.
Mark, you just
Oh, that's
missed
cool.
gold.
Missed what?
You just missed gold. He started digging through long boxes, and then we were like, "Where are you at?" And he just looks at the guy behind the table, and he's like, "What booth is this?"
I said, what booth are you with? I was thinking that the guy was going to ask Chip, what booth are you with?
And then Chip asked that same question.
Yeah.
Oh God, that's
Did
great.
you see us back at Trade Grading?
What's up, Nick?
Yes, Nick, he is.
Hey, Nick.
Little Nicky.
What's going on, Nick? How you doing?
Yeah, he's at C2E2.
Disney's tackling
Hey,
the
how you
hero
doing?
with
How's it going
Catholic
today?
guilt.
Got a lot of
Oh,
work,
what's up
man.
what's
Long
up on the
day,
back
but it'll
wall?
be good for you, hopefully.
Oh
I
man,
think you were at HeroesCon, weren't you? Yeah. Oh yeah. I remember.
Ask him if he's got a cheap Tomb of Dracula tent.
Cheap Tomb of Dracula 10. You want me?
No, do not. I've seen it, Mark. Don't
I've
rub
got
it
a
in
cheap
anymore.
Tomb of Dracula 10. You want one? You got money for one?
It depends on what you classify as cheap.
It depends
I know
on
how
what you
much-
classify as cheap.
I know how much you paid for it. I will never find one for that price.
Yeah, I didn't say I have one for my price.
Which
I
one
have
do you
one
guys
for
want?
I have one for con prices. You want to buy one for con prices?
No, fuck no.
Yeah, no.
Oh, sorry, I didn't say monkey there. Sorry, I didn't say monkey there.
We're going to tell
Mark,
them.
I will give you $20.
Is that con prices? This is a CGC graded copy at this point.
Okay, 40.
Exactly.
My final
Thank you. Thank you. You got to pay for the services.
There you go.
The inner beak. There you go, Rob.
I'm sorry, hold on. I'm not even in the window. What?
I just
Oh, I thought he was over there buying
old
stuff
Marvel
already.
comics.
Oh, yeah.
What is that?
Oh goodness! So that's like the base. He pegs into the little cyclone there. So when you set it off,
say hi to. Some of this
Hey,
old,
I
old
don't
age stuff.
know.
no, it's the wind. It's like a little tornado. Because remember, she could control the weather. You can make wind.
Oh, there's your offer, Mark.
Like a windstorm.
What is it?
It said I will triple what you paid for the book and the grading.
See what is that?
That'd still be cheap.
Yeah, maybe like 220. But
I'll give you 300.
Let's keep this going. If it gets to the right number, someone's going to own that book.
For the bread price.
50 bucks.
I will give you an autographed picture of me.
Oh,
I'm actually, I'm more inclined to take Rob's deal at this point, just for the novelty. Dude, I bought a book from Pete last night and got him to sign it at it as a novelty item. It was a Silver Age Superman where he's getting thrown over the top rope by a wrestler that was drawn as the likeness of a famous wrestler of that day. So it wasn't like a crazy random expensive key, but he jokingly said, "I'll even sign it." And I'm like, "Dude, sign it." Just because I think it's a funny novelty piece now to have an over the top rope cover from
Ooh,
Pete. You know what I mean?
Daddy,
Kind of
look.
his shtick.
Look right there, Daddy. One of your work things.
Yeah, it is. I didn't mean to bring it home from work.
You forgot it.
I did forgot it.
You good? Yeah, you good. Oh,
Well, by the $100 on that one.
Oh,
Yeah.
very nice.
Oh,
You
what
got
X-Men is that?
What's that?
What's that? What X-Men is that?
This screen right there,
Yes.
49.
Oh, that's nice.
Hey, Daddy.
Okay, the price.
Daddy.
Right, resale for you.
Oh,
200
this
bucks?
is why I
Did
don't
you
need
have
to
the other one?
You want to get out Sabat?
Mm-hmm. And the big good guy and where the good guy is little, where the good guy is big. Can you get out there, you guys? That has a
Yeah, it
map.
looks like she's flying now, doesn't it?
300. Sorry about that.
Pace
Oh no,
pose.
go ahead. Yeah.
You moron, Flo. You got these three, Mark?
That's 81.
I will gladly take them home.
I've got 81. I got that one. I recognize the cover. I've got that one. And what number is that? Is that 40 something?
66.
66. What was the other number?
So yeah, 81, 84, and 66.
Those kids got lungs.
I don't have.
All kids have lungs.
You said 84?
Yeah, 84.
84 check. I've got 81 on the way to me. And the other one was 66.
Yeah, 66.
I don't think I have 66. No, it goes from 55 to 57.
Okay. Yeah, no, I was able to pick up a couple of issues on that small con that I went to on the weekend. So about 50 bucks each, which was pretty reasonable for you.
Oh, for there, yeah. I'm about to say my cap on them is I don't pay over 40 for good copies. You know what I mean? Because I find them.
Oh, these would be really rough at 50, which is what I expect over here. So
yeah. Well, I do go low grade. I just want them complete and readable, you know. But and they're kind of high right now, just because Hulk stuff is. I'm just assuming. Like I don't know what happened with Hulk stuff. I kind of called it last year when Cates was taking over the title that's going to run Hulk stuff up for a little while, and between that and him popping up in She-Hulk, it's just. I think also he was the last Avenger to pop, like Iron Man's first appearance, Cap, Thor, all of those had already popped, and Hulk was just kind of chilling, smooth, and now people couldn't afford those other ones, so they started going after Hulk stuff and ran it up.
And then everything's exploded. And I even picked up an old Daredevil for you, Chip. Well, not for you, but not for you, but like I know that you like Daredevil. You'd find a way better copy over there. And Remy's favorite book.
What issue is that? 16? 18. 16 is the first appearance of the Wrecking Crew.
No, this is apparently 18.
It's 18?
Yeah, 18 is the first appearance, apparently.
I sent Remy AOK'd him a copy of their first appearance a long time ago.
Picked up some old Tales of Suspense. A few other bits and pieces.
Was this all from the local con that you went to or something?
Yeah, just that little small fair that we went to on Sunday.
Like grain, food?
Old school giant-sized Defenders.
Nice. There's the issue, there's specific Defenders issue I want where they're on the chessboard. It's the first appearance of Korvac, the villain. Korvac.
Oh, yep. Another one. And even though this is not really a key, I absolutely love this cover. Like it's a gorgeous Frank Bruner cover.
Who's that lady?
Some elder god called Gaia.
Oh, Mother Earth. Sweet.
Yeah, gorgeous.
Dude, this thing is wicked. This is the mega figure from Black Adam. You got to see this. Hold on. Like the amount of detail that they've been putting on these things is absolutely insane. So you got the pentagram on the chest, and it's like indented. It's like carved into the actual mold. But he has like these runes all down his arm.
Yeah. Oh,
And
yeah.
then,
Just
then
there.
his spine is made up of skulls.
That's pretty wicked.
And of course, these things are like loose and free flowing and stuff.
This is one of the McFarlane range.
Yeah, this is the villain from the Black Adam movie. This is Sabak, and he's a
Oh.
mega figure. So like the regular figures,
Yeah, he's one of the builder figure type things.
no, he's bigger.
Oh, no.
So the builder, like the mega figures, are like Swamp Thing back there.
Mm.
Like you see, like he's got Constantine in front of him,
Yeah.
and he's behind Constantine and still that much taller. It's like the mega figures are typically like between the standard and these, but these the builder figures, I mean, are kind of typically between sizes. The mega figures are meant to be just that mega figure. They come in,
Yeah, much bigger box.
yeah.
Yeah. I saw they're doing like some comic cover ones. They're putting like a comic cover behind it. Like, I don't know, I think they might be the bigger figures.
Yeah, you watched my video with that in it, right?
Was
Just
either
say yes,
that
just say
or
yes.
I might have got an email as well about some of those.
They I don't know where I put that book. They're doing the bigger figures. They're still page punchers like the little ones are, but it's a 7-inch figure with it, and the comic is an original comic that wasn't included anywhere else before the toy. I mean, I had it right here. I don't know where I put the damn thing. But yeah, Kevin Scott wrote the issue. It's a one-shot that features Black Adam, Superman, Constantine, and Batman with a Lee Bermejo cover even.
Yeah, there we go.
So I'm working on my book, and I'm aiming for.
Here we go.
Twog.
Yeah,
So-
exactly.
Twog.
So like those.
How's it going,
Mark?
sir? Doing good.
Okay, so that's the
the
variant
man.
one that they're doing. They do those black and white ones, right? So
Okay.
the Batman black and white version has the same standard A cover, but a black and white version of it. That Black Adam we were just
Okay.
looking at is the first time that there's been a different cover associated or attached to any of them. My
'Cause
guy.
the Batman one looks really
Going on, Nick?
nice.
Yeah, the black and white ones
Nick.
are like chase versions.
Chip, I sent you an order, Chip.
You sent me an order? Oh, wait.
sent you-
Where'd you send me an order? IG?
IG, yeah.
All
If
right,
you
I'll
can.
take a look at it.
If you can.
Look,
Good
I
morning,
would've ordered. I'm glad you said that, Nick, or I would have forgotten to send your package off again today.
everybody. Yeah, I would have had to
Hello,
come.
Perez.
Would have had to
Hello,
come to
little
Jordan.
Nicky.
I would prefer you come get it. As they say, Nick can get it.
We're both wearing tank tops today. How cute.
I only put one on because I knew you were wearing one.
Okay, good.
Wait, I thought you put that out for me.
No, Chip, I take it off for you.
Boom.
Bam.
Hey, so I missed it last night. What did Pete say about me?
Oh, he
Wait,
did.
what happened?
It kind of ended right then,
All right.
unless something happened way late.
Okay, I got to hear. What happened here?
Nick started joking about DJ potentially being a scammer, and they're like, whoa, we don't joke about scammers. Nick was teetering on the top rope for a minute.
Yeah, which kind of mirrored what I was thinking. I was kind of like, do I just come in here, start some stuff, and get thrown over the top rope?
Yeah.
It's a lot easier than one might think.
Oh,
It seems easy with him.
He's a very temperamental gentleman.
Yeah. Very short fuse.
I made it. Yeah, the dude forwarded me to the wrong place, and I was like, alright. Whatever.
Had some good stuff up there from last night too.
yeah, I was tempted to buy that Wolverine set he had. It was nice.
I grabbed those Spider-Man anniversary covers. I have them, but I'm like, yeah, that's a decent deal, and that's like good giveaway fuel, just to toss into a Legion loot box for the members and stuff like that. Yeah, I think in all seriousness, TJ, I think that he's used to that kind of stuff, and you would just block
like the slowest person.
block him from the start and just keep moving on.
And there's John setting up.
Yeah, he just
Chip was
he's
over
got
there.
like 4. He has like 3 extra things put up in place from the last time we were there an hour ago.
Well, he has people that come in before the show opens that distract and disturb him.
Like me.
Yeah. Bloody
Who would do
He
such
could
a
deal
thing,
with
Rob?
it.
shifty assholes.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Non-bad, shifty asshole.
Comic sketch art. So who have they got this time? They got
Surely-
Martin. Oh, they got
surely
Ryan
a person
Stegman.
like that
And
would
then I'll have Kate hair drawing. Stegman sketchbook.
No, we don't want to look at Donny Cates. Go further.
You
over.
do. You know you love it.
He's a dick.
Is he
Ryan?
right there? I got a
This is
question
deep.
for him.
Ryan
Oh,
Otley.
Cool cover.
I'd love to get an original from Ryan Otley, but he's too pricey now.
Got these silver ones.
Oh, what are those?
I don't know.
Shiny.
Shiny, shiny goodness. So not to touch anything. I don't want to get in trouble.
Hey, do they sell you stuff just because you're early, or are they not like set up yet?
Oh yeah, no, they'll sell.
They're dirty whores.
Yeah, they're here to sell, so they'll sell.
Hey, Chip, what is that? What was that cover though? That Invincible cover.
Which one?
The colored one that you saw the foil version for. That one, yeah. Huh?
This one? I don't have. Let's see if I'm trying to see if there's a back kind of show you, but no, this one's all silver.
Yeah, all right, no biggie.
I mean, I could ask them when they come back around.
No. Get your walk on, Chip. Get your walk on.
Oh no, I'm good, man. What do
Who
you want
else
to know
have
about
they-
this
who else
one?
have they got?
What do you want to know about this one? Nick?
Just what issue is it? What's the deal with it? Is
Hey,
it
excuse
is it an
What issue is
exclusive?
this?
12, I think.
She says he believes it's 12.
That was 8.
8.
Yeah,
See, you
12
gotta
is
ask someone who
okay.
knows what's going on. 8, 12 is number this one. 8 is this one.
Whoa.
I
Alright,
love
go out
it.
here
No
before I do-
shame whatsoever.
I wonder if Chip would hold on to the camera as he's getting beat, or if he would drop it. You know?
Oh no, I hold on.
Oh, there you go. I bet that Nick Spencer booth's gonna have a long line.
Yeah, long line.
Oh yeah, yeah. He's gonna have a line around the building.
Star of
Just
the
for you
show.
guys. The Knicks
Best writer in the
whatnot
building.
cube. Yeah.
Ugh. Fucking somebody they would put a plexiglass shield in front of him to protect him
Yeah.
from people throwing shit at him.
Uh-huh. Chris Claremont, you can see he has such a nice, lovely booth. This guy just doesn't care. He's just like, I'm here to sign shit and talk X-Men, and that's all I care about. That's awesome. I have no idea who these people are.
Anybody else from YouTube world there yet?
I've seen Scuff and Comic Book Indies around here somewhere. Comic Book Indie.
Yeah,
They're here, obviously. I haven't seen anybody else.
the whatnot guys are. Yeah.
Yeah, all the Whatnot guys, exactly. The Whatnot clan. He was telling me their booth is here somewhere. I just haven't found it yet. I haven't really looked.
It was right up front that last year, right?
Yeah, he said. Yeah, actually, yeah, you're right. He said it was up front towards the left side of the actual main entrance. I was more concerned on trying to get away from the front door because I don't have a badge or anything right now.
They just let
Oh,
any
no.
Tom, Dick, and Harry in there.
They will. Hey,
Just,
you're damn
just
right.
be confident what you're doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
He said, don't you know who I am?
To be 100% honest, if you seen Chip at a con, wouldn't you think he's supposed to be in there early?
I always say, dude, I own StreamYard, and they're gonna go, oh fuck, all right,
Yeah.
never mind.
You go, where's my booth?
Uh-huh. Yep.
Don't you know who I am?
Oh, I thought you knew.
All right, White Shadow, and then you take
Yeah,
off running.
Get one of those golf buggies and drive off.
I like the White Sox. That's cool. Very cool.
And you can probably admit it doesn't feel the same without us there.
It doesn't. It really doesn't. I was all bummed. I sent Taylor an email. I'm like, Taylor, you coming? No. Tyler, you coming? No. What the fuck? No one's coming. Oh, well, go by myself. I am meeting a friend here at 1 o'clock. So, but I was like, oh, I don't need to go early. I'm not really looking for anything until freaking Javon Jordan showed that foil version of his cover.
Yeah, that's
I'm
one of
like,
my orders.
Is that one of yours? All right, I'm gonna go over and grab one of those. I'll grab it. 2 of them, I guess. Because I seen that. I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll be wanting that one. That's the reason I'm here so early. And their booth isn't even set up yet. Comic Mint, they didn't even have tables when I got here an hour ago.
Oh.
They're like, yeah, we don't even have tables yet, dude. I'm like, I wasn't looking to buy at that point. I was just kind of walking by and seeing. I'm like, holy crap, you guys don't even have tables yet. She's like, no.
Did you have this exclusive access last year too?
No, I literally just walked in, dude. I just walked past everybody.
No security. You just walk straight in.
So yeah, last year I played Legal Eagle and VIP did and all that. This year,
He's been digging through boxes, asking people questions. It's great.
That's hilarious. I thought he was there with his boy. He just walked in.
No, I just walked in.
Yeah, the con doesn't open till 10, and he's just like, fuck it, the door's not locked.
He came in through the service entrance.
Yes, John.
All right, Jenny,
Yes,
what are you
did.
charging for prints?
$10 each or
$forfeited.
Look at Chip.
All right.
That's all right.
Oh, damn it.
We're way past that, John. Now
I'll be
we're
back.
on Chip trespassing at C2E2.
Yeah, yeah.
John's meme this morning was comedy gold. Well, with The Office. Scheiße.
Get towards the end of the comic book creators.
I'm telling you, it's going to be like 9:50, 9:55, and somebody's going to catch him and be like, you can't be.
Exactly. Yeah.
You'll have
Picking up
his
for life.
badge by then.
You're like,
I'll
why
never be
not?
able to-
Wait 5 minutes. I was supposed to be here.
Yeah, exactly. I'll go grab my badge and then just come back in.
I can't believe this. Everybody in the house is gone for a couple days, and they all leave their fucking alarm clocks turned on.
No,
My wife is mad at me about that.
It's like, Jesus,
Nice.
which room is ringing now?
Kristen Thomas? Thompson? Yeah.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi, how you doing? Is this Tylox the Mighty?
Is it me you're looking for? I can see it in your
Oh
eyes.
no, I meant to call Tylox the Not So Mighty. I'm sorry.
That's not like the not so mighty.
Looking for Tylox the less.
Got some pretty cool stuff. I may have to go pick up some.
All right, guys. Rob, like when you gotta go, my dude. We got
Like in
stuff to
10
do.
minutes.
That's fine. I got school shopping to do with Finn and stuff to do with the fam, so I'm going to cut out. Rob's already in control of the stream. He'll be cutting out soon. So I'll say thank you to everybody. And
You want me to just end it when I
Bye.
leave, or are you gonna? Or you?
no,
you
yeah,
want me-
kill it when you go, bro.
All right. So
Unless
guys,
you
get all this
need
talking
to-
out of your system. You got like 10 more minutes before I gotta go to Romania.
Blah,
And
blah,
I
blah,
will,
blah,
I
blah,
will
blah.
go ahead and assume that Mr. Chip Getler will be going live from the con, which he typically does every con he's at. So I'll
Yeah.
probably be watching his channel while I'm riding around doing stuff, because what he's got going on is more interesting than us sitting here.
Because
You can watch us watch it, or you can just watch it on Chip's channel.
Because a chip party is the only party that anybody really needs.
Ain't no party like a chip party, because a chip party don't stop.
Oh, that's
There you
right.
go.
All right, I'll see you guys later. Thank you, Rob.
Mhm.
See you later.
I just flashed back to 1991.
End of the road.
As well, you should. Oops.
Well, that's fine. I'll just go watch some Dukes of Hazzard after I get off here.
Nice.
Just to
what
get
is
old,
it, Nick?
boys.
Nice. I gotta finish Game of Thrones in season 8.
You're just now watching Game of Thrones?
No, I'm rewatching it again. I'm kinda
okay.
mood.
You're gonna get pissed when you get to the Starbucks cup sitting on the table.
Ah,
I think I might be close to that episode.
That was one of the funniest things I've ever seen because they pointed it out. And I was like, no, and then I went and watched the episode, and I was like, oh my god, it's a
now you
Starbucks
can't
cup.
stop seeing it.
It is right. What? Some grip is about to get fired.
Yeah, we were seeing those last year too.
Oh, there you go.
So does that make Starbucks canon in Game of Thrones?
I think it might.
Yeah. It's officially canon now.
They did drink coffee back then, right?
Did they?
I think so.
I think
Oh,
maybe.
Yeah. Orient.
I was about to say, well, yeah, coffee originated in what, Middle East?
Westeros.
Maybe.
It honestly feels like we were just there.
Yeah, I know. It does.
Oopsie.
But I bet you don't have all those great activities planned by Rob Fatsack. So
I don't.
you're gonna
Dirty
be
ass.
wandering. You're gonna be wandering around aimlessly after the con
I
is done.
am.
looking
I'm
for
gonna be
something to
doing
do.
one of these.
Not know what to do with himself.
Not knowing what to do after the con.
Hmm.
I need one of these carts. It's nothing else. Getting my
It would be legend if you got one of the carts to ride you around.
I know, yeah. Jump on the back of it and have it drive.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
You got nothing to lose at this point. It blows my mind. It blows my mind that he just walked in. You just walked in.
Yes,
Like a baller.
Right.
No.
He's like, oh, what's in this door? Oh, wait, it's open.
Remy's backstage, but we're just about to finish Remy.
I'll let him in. Hold on. Thanks for letting me know. I'm a little busy.
That's why I wanted to jump on because we're just about done. So I have to get some sort of FaceTime on here.
That's right.
Just
Otherwise, somebody might not know that you exist.
Otherwise, yeah, like does Remy Q actually exist in the world? I don't think so.
Oh,
How would anyone know about Spidey's powder tumblers?
He's
Mine's powder tumbler.
Remy.
Or DJLinks.shop. I mean, how would you understand what any of those things are without?
I picked up one of your favorite books, Remy.
Hey, look at that. Nice. That's awesome.
Oh, nice.
Well, that DJ Link shops where you can get fine coffee receptacles, such as this hashtag Link Squad mug.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations to DJ as well for hitting 1 year on his Link Squad.
Oh, that's cool.
Wow, it's been a year already.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't even know how long I've been a member.
Wasted
Probably
a year's worth
not
of
that
money.
long. I know
Holy
that.
It was on the second. I mean, I knew.
I think it might be 3 months or 4 months for me. I think.
I celebrated for myself. I got a little cupcake. I wrote DJ Link Squad on it. I blew out the candle. It was wonderful. And then I ate it by myself in front of my children and wife. Actually, I gave Angel a bite because she's part of the Link Squad, but the kids, I don't think so.
You got to cough up some dough.
That's why they started asking for all the swag. My son was like, I want one of those book bags. I was like, I bet you do, because next time you know, if you're not a part of it, you're not getting any.
You ain't pimping like daddy pimps.
Yep.
Sorry, I'm distracted.
That's right. I'm just watching the chip.
Oh, there you go.
Waiting,
DM, new member.
waiting for him to find some books to buy me.
What are you looking for, Ben? What do you need?
I need a lot of stuff, but nothing that.
He needs
I
an
can
annual
afford.
number one.
That is one of them.
Yeah, but if you send it to me
Lucky
first.
guess. And a number one?
And a number 1.
At everybody's lists.
And a number 3, and a number 4, and a number 6. And
Everybody
then
just
that's
send your list of Chip, and he'll shop for you all.
Yeah.
Be sure to send money though.
it. No, there's no money. Chip's just going to buy them for me because he's that kind of guy. Hey, it's worth a shot, wasn't it?
Always worth a shot.
Remy, did you hear what this guy did?
What guy?
This guy, Chip.
What'd I do?
This guy actually did not wait for the place to open up. He has no
Oh, yeah.
early exclusive
Oh, yeah.
access. He just
Yeah,
had-
watch him do it.
You're just laughing, probably listening to it the whole time.
Well, what happened is
Yeah,
the security guard said credentials. He said Chip Getler, and they said, "Oh, please."
No.
Mm-hmm. No.
Roll out the red carpet.
He says, "You know, I just
They're
buy
like,
people
sir, are
over
you
unique
filming?
shit."
He's like, no, I'm streaming through StreamYard. Look it up. Chip Getler.
That's right.
Google me.
I'm a very important YouTube personality.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
I'm comparing.
I don't know
that-
if anybody else is aware of this, but if you look up StreamYard under Wikipedia, I've listed Chip as their CEO and president.
You better not have,
I
man.
don't know if you know who I am, but I'm kind of
Yep.
a big deal.
Yep.
I bet you money he did.
I'm still working on the main page for Chip where I type what his net value is, but I'm waiting for that one because
Where's the part where you chronicle his rise to power?
you see first.
Like
Sorry that
from
you
the
joined
Star
the
Trek
wrong way.
Mirror universe, he assassinated his own father.
Then, after joining the Link Squad, he became part of the Legion.
Yep.
From there,
Oh, look at Pocan says that you need to finish your, you need to send your list over because you need to finish that Tales of G.I. Joe run.
Mm-hmm.
oh man, good old
All right,
Tales
guys,
of
that
G.I.
good old new
Joe.
member. Congratulations
Eh,
and welcome aboard.
What's up, TM?
Good times.
That's right. They're drawing my UF4 this weekend, aren't they?
They said it's not open to international people.
Oh, dude. So
No, I get special exclusion.
So I felt like a kind of a jerk, Spidey. He should hear. So I had reached out to Livio Ramandali, right? He was going to do an original sketch cover for me, right? That Magnus robot fighter, and he was going to be fighting Shockwave. But originally, when I sent him the information, like I said, oh, you know, I'm thinking like either, you know, of course, all G1 stuff. I mean, like either Megatron or Shockwave, Soundwave, or Devastator. And he said, well, Devastator would be really cool with the scale would work and everything else. And so he sends me pictures. Like at first, it was like it's just really light sketch work initially. He sits there and say, "What this is what it's going to look like. What do you think?" And I'm looking at it like Magnus is like super small, and I'm looking at this transformer he's drawing. I'm like, that looks like Devastator, and I'm like, oh. So I wrote him like, oh, I think that he's really kind of small, and I can see any scale on him. Is I think that's why we talked about not doing Devastator and doing Shockwave. And he goes, oh crap, I started doing Devastator. I had it stuck on his mind. So he redoes it, does it, makes Magnus bigger, and he starts doing it with Shockwave or Soundwave. No, Shockwave. And he goes, he gets done with the whole thing. And he sends me a picture of it. He says, what do you think? And where do you want me to send this? And I'm looking at it. It's like my instructions on my commission instructions were, one of these Transformers with Magnus in the classic 60s Dell Comics outfit. And instead he drew it with the modern day outfit. And I was like, I was kind of thinking that it was going to be the other outfit, which I specified that I kind of wanted. But I mean, I guess that's fine. And I gave him my address, and he goes, "Oh shit, I screwed up again, didn't I?" Oh, he's like, he says, "Do you want me to redo it?" And I said, he says, "Do you want me to go get another blank and redo it?" I was like, "Oh, I don't want to be an ass." All right. He says, "No, dude, you fucking commissioned something." I'm like, okay, cool. Then yeah.
He-
This thing goes. He goes, all right. He says, I'll find a blank. I said, oh, good luck. But he's gonna go look for another blank, and he sent me a picture. He's like, so this is the outfit that you want? And I'm gonna go, yes, that's the outfit I want. He's like, all right.
He is a very nice guy. Yeah, he actually came over to Australia probably 5-6 years ago, whatever like that. I got a Venom done from him. But he did a almost like some sort of robotic sort of tunnel, sort of with all sort of tubing and stuff with like Venom coming out of it like that. And
I've got to say though, from what I saw on the thing, there's a reason he draws a lot of Transformers and stuff, and not a lot of people. His granted, it's still small in the grand scheme of things. So maybe when he's doing a full thing, he does people much better. But
yeah, I don't know whether I can find mine very quickly or not.
Still, I'm still happy for it.
Actually, yeah, it'll take me too long to go through all my folders to find it.
Yeah, no worries. We're gonna be shutting this down here in just a moment here because I got to.
That's why I thought.
I got to go to Romania. So let's go around the horn. What you got going on there, Remy Q?
I'm working on another chainsaw unboxing. I've got 2 mail calls. Angel's gonna have her cocktail thing tonight.
Nice.
And in the mix on Thursdays. And we have a new intro now that I can't wait to show everybody.
How you guys doing?
You get in the mix on
Doing
Thursdays.
great.
I mean, let's talk about it. Sorry.
Okay. What about Saturday banter? You doing that this week?
Yeah.
Or whatever you're calling to call it. What's it gonna be called on the Remy Tuesday?
I don't know. Maybe I might need to do a poll. Like maybe we should do that and come up with a good name.
Remy's Place.
Ooh. I feel like I need puppets.
You could dress up like dress up like a proper bartender. Hey, welcome to Remy's Place.
That would be
Angel could be mixing drinks.
Sling a thing. Oh yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah,
how much did they pay you? Nick? How much am I
Or
paying
you just call it banter, baby.
Chainsaw banner.
Chainsaw
You want the problem?
If you don't keep the banter going, I'm gonna cut. Nick, what's going on, brother?
No problem.
You can do more kicks.
Pre-order.
What's going on with that?
I got a bunch of people on YouTube.
It depends. Today I got the Friday FOC show, and Sunday morning I'll be doing the community garage sale again. So if you guys want to sell something, just stop on by.
Aha.
Oh, is it?
Mr. Mighty the Tylocks.
I have to try to find that one.
Believe I might be on Spine Chicks tomorrow. Waiting to hear that. And then do I have anything else? I don't really have anything else coming up. Not really. The whole video in a couple weeks.
Yeah, they stepped up their game.
Tunes and Collections on the 21st with Zach Hembree of Hembree and the Satan Sisters, and played in Sour Vein and Music Hate You.
Groovy. Mr. Spidey.
Random as usual.
Random as usual. Got it.
More artist series. Do some more of my Bowen statues, and I do have some books turning up. But when they do, I'll do a mad mail call then as well.
Awesome. Well, of course, for me, the biggest thing is Saturday. Tomorrow, Only Slaps kicks off with Ilsun Comics.
Yeah,
from the UK.
not that. Oh, sorry, not that one anymore.
Yeah, no, not that one. Instead, it's the new Only Slabs. Yes, that's 2 guys, 1 show.
Oh my god!
Starts tomorrow.
It's so great. It's so great. It's so good.
You could get a shirt that even says that. 2 on the backs of 2 guys, 1 show.
Oh my god!
Only at the Fat Stacks merch shop. And of course, White Shadow will be at C2E2 both around all weekend here.
Doing good. Yeah, just checking things out, man. You guys are looking good. All
right. With that, of course, don't forget blah 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 blah. Whatever else. All right, there we go. So we paid the bills. Oh, sorry, one more. Blah 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 blah.
Is Chip being chased by security right now? Is that what's happening?
Say what?
Being chased by security?
All right, guys. Remember, we are all this, that, and the other thing. But if you touch each other, it's inappropriate. Otherwise, we are Legion. Thank you, guys.
Don't
Bye,
get
everyone.
monkeypox.